Hello YouTube, Andy's here and welcome back to InfoTek channel. Here at InfoTek we discuss IT jobs. Two questions that I get again and again on the channel. How to enter the job market, basically how to get prepared for IT job market in general. The second one is which IT profession or career to choose from this huge number of IT jobs available right now. So I decided to put up a small presentation for you that will help you to jumpstart your IT career. We will review 5 IT professions that are hot and in demand right now and will be in demand for next 10 to 20 years. We will not only review these 5 IT jobs that are hot nowadays, we will also put each of them through a test, trying to see how each IT career is doing on level of stress and work-life balance, growing in this career and how easy it is to get this particular job. And third one is going to be pay. I put pay in the end and the level of stress in the beginning, because at the end of the day, it doesn't matter how much money you make if this particular job makes you sick, if you're constantly under stress and there is no life and work balance. Like a simple example, I've been working for AWS as a cloud support engineer some 7 years ago. So we've been working with databases and data migration service. The toughest tickets were to resolve issues with database migration service or data migration. So we had an older guy in the team and he kept coming back to work, to the office, complaining that he could not sleep, or he would wake up at 2 a.m. in the morning trying to solve the case for a customer. For example, he cannot migrate Oracle database on premises over to AWS cloud to, I don't know, Aurora Postgres database engine. And he was trying to fix some kind of schema conversion tool or like add extra connection attributes to that data migration task. So basically, this job took all his life away. He could not rest at home. He could not focus on, on his home, on house, on kids, on his life. Basically, everything was rotated around his job issues and errors that he was supposed to fix. Of course, this lack of work-life balance will make you ultimately sick in the future, and no amount of money is going to be able to fix it when you're overworking yourself mentally. So let's get to it. 5 professions that have very good perspective and gonna be out there for a long time. Right now we are in 2023, but trust me, 2030, 2040, it's gonna be pretty much the same. Maybe this titles will change names, but it's gonna rotate around these 5 professions on the long run. So first one is going to be network security, cybersecurity. Second one, developer, SQL developer, and maybe Power BI, any kind of analytical tool engineering. Third one, regular sysadmin or database administrator. Fourth one, cloud support or support help desk type of job. And number 5, that's kind of coolest one right now. It's for cool kids on the block. Artificial intelligence and machine learning. So it's called AI/ML engineer. Now let's review each profession one by one and put it through a test of level of stress, work-life balance, growing in this career, and pay. IT profession number 1, network engineer or cybersecurity engineer. It's kind of fancy nowadays to work or go take courses on Cisco technology, for example. If you are new in IT world, I can explain a little bit of companies that work in IT right now. Any company basically trying to secure their private cloud. They're trying to create a VPN, virtual private network. If they are in the cloud, it's called VPC, virtual private cloud, where they configure IP addresses, network subnets, and so on. Basically, you are responsible for keeping your IT resources secure in the cloud. Put it in simple words, you will deal with keeping your networking secure and deal with things like SQL injections or DDoS attacks, any kind of penetration from the outside world, from the outside of the internet, inside your corporate network. Now, to see how this kind of job will be doing on a level of stress, just imagine you deal with penetration tests, right? You are trying to make networking secure, and then one shiny, bright day, you learn that your networking is compromised. Can you imagine the level of stress? Like IP ranges are compromised, right? Or some malicious software found a hole through, I don't know, login passwords, or some important information leaked, right? Or important emails leaked. It's all a huge issue for the company. And basically people who work in cybersecurity and network security are going to be stressed a lot until they fix this issue. And not only fix it just once, they will need to make sure that things like that will never repeat themselves again. The level of stress is going to be high, and in a majority of cases, you will not be able to work remotely. Best case scenario, you will still have to go in with this hybrid role, partially working remotely, partially being in corporate network. To fix a lot of issues, you've got to be inside the corporate network, so you will have to go to the office. As far as pay goes for cybersecurity roles, I just logged into my ziprecruiter.com website and I pulled up this basic IT professions, so you can see expected pay rate range and also how many remote jobs are available. For the sake of this particular test, I picked only remote jobs. It will be more if you are willing to work from office or hybrid, and how many companies are offering this kind of job. So you can see on screen that it's above 100K a year, and you can grow to 141 in cybersecurity, network security. You can also see that growing in this role is very limited. So it's like from 100K to 140. After that, once you reach the senior level, you will have to think what you will do next and probably regroup, relearn, get new knowledge, new certificates, and move to a different profession within IT field. Now, second profession, developer, SQL developer, Power BI or business intelligence team engineer. This one is a little bit easier on work-life balance and the amount of stress you will experience at work. First of all, most likely you will be working 100% remotely and you work on your schedule. Even though you have a ticket to resolve, it's normally not pressing. It's not the same as cybersecurity issue, right? So yeah, you've got to fix some kind of job that failed in your Power BI. Or you created a code or a SQL statement that is not working, you need to work with the SQL statement. If you didn't finish it today, you can say, yeah, I will continue working on it tomorrow. Growth in this career is kind of limited too, and the pay is not that high. It's probably easier to enter this kind of job and just complete some sort of courses and work with a private tutor, right, to be ready for a job market. And at these courses, for example, IT courses for DBAs, the teachers and the entire community will actually help you to enter job market. They will work with your resume, they will help you with the number of years of experience that you have. For example, most of the courses can kind of hire you internally and give you a job title and maintain it for a number of years, and it will look on your resume like you've been working before and you have basic experience. Again, growing in this career is challenging. If you are good with a maximum pay of 123K a year and you don't want to grow any further, then you will be pretty much happy being a developer or SQL developer. So pay rate is from 90 for beginners to 123K a year, as you can see on the screen. Third job, regular sysadmin, system administrator, or something along the lines of database administration. Level of stress is very manageable in this particular case. So if you are responsible for updating versions of database engine, or upgrading a database instance, or upgrading and increasing storage size, or saving backups, like on different drives, that's not going to be stressful. within like 2 or 3 months, you learn all tasks by heart, and it's very easy to manage and maintain after that. Worst case scenario, your instance becomes too small for amount of data processed, or storage is obsolete, or you need more storage. You just create a ticket and get approval from upper management to increase number of storage. If you work with resources in the cloud, it's just a couple of clicks to pick a bigger storage, right? And click apply or run. And all that happens, the upgrade is happening behind the scenes if you are with Azure or AWS. On the other hand, growing in this career is also tough. You can see on the screen here that pay range is from 80K to 122K a year. So it's very limited. And basically, after you have this experience working with just database engines or maintaining that system administration tasks, after that, you will still, to jump to a higher pay, to a higher position, you will need to relearn and get new certificates and maybe complete new courses to enter maybe TAM position, like technical account manager, if you work for cloud providers. Next logical step after DBA or database engineer will be to go to technical account management. But this is more like working with people, working with companies, and knowing some basics in cloud architecture and specific database engines that your client works with. But it will require some additional steps to develop your career and jump on the next level. IT profession number 4. It's always going to be in demand. It's cloud support or database support or support/help desk within IT environment. So people will always need it. People will always have issues with services, with technologies, with some kind of jobs or migrations that not going through as expected, and they need help. So they call support/help desk. Level of stress here is kind of high in this particular field. You are dealing with pressing issues, and the customer is almost always on the phone with you or in live chat. So while chatting or talking to him, at the same time, you need to resolve his issue. Also, you will have to work on multiple issues every single day. I've been working with Amazon Web Services as a cloud engineer and basically support for database team. And I can tell you that on average, you have to take 4 absolutely different cases every single day. And if you resolved only 2 out of these 4 today, tomorrow you will need to take 4 new cases and new tickets and still resolve the previous 2 ones that you couldn't resolve yesterday. So our engineers at times had 20 or 30 tickets pending in the queue that needed follow-up and needed to be resolved. So stress is kind of high. Also, what contributes to extra stress in this particular type of job when you are help desk or support engineer is that you being rated. So the customer or client that works with you can rate from 1 to 5 stars on each of your email, on each response, and then in general how you helped them overall. And to be in good standing, you need a very high rating, something like 4.6 stars on average. So imagine you have 1 5-star and then 1 4-star from the second client. You are already below expected. You see how it works? You will have 4.5, but 4.6 is actually the rate that looks good in the eyes of management. Growing your career in cloud support is possible. Pay is good. So as you can see on the screen, it's between 111K and 148K. So far, biggest pay, right? But level of stress and work-life balance is gonna be shaky. But you can eventually grow to senior cloud support specialist. You can become a consultant. You can become a team lead, a manager of a support database team or networking support team, and so on. So yeah, you've got some flexibility here in terms of pay. You'll be happy, with benefits, with pay range. But again, managing stress is gonna be kind of hard. So if you are a person that is not handling stress well, I would not recommend help desk or any type of support role where you work with clients and customers every single day, and it's a direct communication with many different clients and customers presenting absolutely different issues on a daily basis to you. IT career number 5. So that's the fancy one, AI/ML, artificial intelligence, which is like broadly popular right now with this ChatGPT type of stuff, or face recognition or image recognition programs like AWS Sage, or any kind of, Amazon recognition. Working with artificial intelligence and machine learning programs is going to be fun. At any rate, it's going to be our future. Level of stress is not going to be high in AI. Basically, you work with a software, you work with a program, trying to make it smarter. Just imagine in your home or apartment, you have a electronic system that manages temperature in your room. Let's say on the first floor and second floor, through summer, winter, and so on. And you want to teach your program, your system, to adopt and adjust temperature to your liking. For example, if based on parameters, if your program sees that in July you always bring temperature on your air conditioner down to a specific temperature, like 65 degrees or 71 degrees, it learns from your habits, and if you keep repeating that temperature more often, it learns that in July, specifically at that time, it better set temperature to the 65 or 71 degree to adjust it to your liking. So you make this program smarter, right? It adapts. It's almost like it has a brain. So this is what artificial intelligence is all about, and machine learning for that matter. So based on specific parameters, your program learns how to be more efficient or more useful for you as a user. Most of AI and machine learning jobs are going to be remote. And as far as pay goes, starting salary is around 97K. But you can grow all the way up to 190K a year if you become more like senior scientist in the future. So there is a growth path in this career for sure. So in my LinkedIn feed, I keep seeing these new ads that say you can make between 300 to 500K a year, and they provide a specific courses that are 12 months long to become AI ML engineer. Apparently there is a high demand for artificial intelligence, machine learning type of jobs, and big number of courses actually provide you with the path of entering this type of career. I wouldn't trust these kind of posts that say you can make 300K or 500K a year working as an AI engineer. But from what I showed you in ZipRecruiter, you can pretty much make a decent salary working in this career. By any means, just go ahead and explore. Google this interview kickstart or find it on LinkedIn and see what these courses are all about. They say you will learn FAA and G+, and AI ML engineering. Then you kind of work on some kind of real project and you'll get real world experience. And they also prepare you for job related interviews, as I can see in the ad, right? So they say, don't let opportunities slip away, study AI ML to future-proof your tech career. So definitely there is a future in it. And if it's not 300K a year, you would be still making more than 100K for sure. Plus, with these kind of courses that I show you on the screen, you can find extra help and tutors, like private tutoring maybe, through Skype or Zoom meetings, and be more or less prepared to enter job market for this particular profession. Well, thank you for staying with me until the end of this video. I really appreciate it. And I truthfully hope that this data will help you choose your career in IT. I gave you enough data points to make a smart, educated decision picking your IT profession based on level of stress, growing in that career, possibilities, and pay. As always, I wish you success in your career path. And until next video, God bless and take care.